Is that so?
Ngabe kunjalo ke ubufakazi bakho busho njalo ukuthi bonke labamangalelwa kunokwenza ukuthi ibona ke. Is it possible that they are the ones that have killed, or that he says that they are the ones that have killed?
He himself, that's according to his version.
Yes.
Yes.
That is it possible or that they have killed?
Possible.
Okay.
That they could have been involved.
They could have been involved.
Yeah.
Okay. Ukuthi ke ukuya ngobufakazi bakho ukuthi laba mangalelwa abawu5 nje benjeni kunokukhonakala ke kunokwenzeka ukuthi ibona ke ababulala uSenzo ngenxa yokuthi wena uthi nge26 babe nawe khona lapha yana ehostel uma umenywa nguye lona uGwabini usho njalo.
Guaranteed.
Precisely, as the witness says, guaranteed.
Is it also correct that it is your testimony in chief that this is only based on suspicion and speculation because of the funny way in which you saw accused number 1, 2, and 3 running into Mr. Kabuza's place, Mr. Kabuza's place, room?
Uthini ke lapho? Ngabe ukuthi ama
suspicion
suspicion noma lamahle bezlawo aqhamuka khona lapho ngoba begijimela elokho njani
kakhulu. Aqhamuka khona lapho.
Yes, that's where my suspicions arose from.
Thank you. Is it correct that just before I proceed, maybe I need to develop this question, except for you seeing them running into the room in the way in which you saw them running, is there anything further that made you to say it could have been them?
Ngaphandle ukuthi wena ke ubabone leyo ngxenye nje yalobufakazi bakho ubabone ke begijimela ke kulelo gumbi likaGwabini ngabe khona ukunyeke okwenza ukuthi ke ube nezinsolo okanye nokusola ukuthi yibona abenze lesi sigameko sokubulala uSenzo
ukuthi ngibabone mangifika khumbula ngaya kubo angibabonanga kuphela ngabalandela ngaya kubo afike ngakhuluma nabo.
I did not only see them, but I actually followed them. I went to them, and upon my arrival there, I then started talking to them or having a conversation with them.
Yes.
Ngaphinda lapho ngisenabo accused number 2 kuphuma kwakhe isuka la kini kwangenza kwami suspicion.
Just a second.
Now, while I was still in their presence there, or in their company, accused number 2 then exited where we were together.
Just a second. You say you followed them, you went in and spoke to them. What did you say to them? Let us start with accused number 1. What did you say to accused number 1 when you spoke to him?
Inkulumo engabhekanga kubo yayibheke kule ngangiyeke kuye endlini.
Now, my conversation was not necessarily directed to them. It was directed to the person that I had gone to visit at the house there.
Okay. So it is then by mistake when you say you spoke to them. You actually spoke to the person who invited you in the house.
Kwaba iphutha mawuthi uye wakhuluma nabo kusho ukuthi kahle kahle wena wakhuluma nomuntu owaye invitele khona lapha.
Lento isho advocate mina siyafana nabanye la court ngikhuluma nawo wonke umuntu la court angikhulumi nawe kuphela ngithi.
This is the same as what is happening here in court. I am talking to everybody, not only yourself.
That was a first suspicion. A second suspicion?
Kwaba ke into yokuqala lokho ke ukusola kokuqala lokho.
Okwesibili kwaba ukuthi accused number 2 mayiphuma mayibuya ngale setshintshe jacket kwangisolisa. Babethukile futhi.
That was that when accused number 2 left or exited the house, he came back and he was wearing a different jacket, and that they were nervous. That is what actually ascertained my suspicions.
Yes.
Kodwa ngangazi ukuthi benzeni.
But I didn't know what they had done.
Thank you. Thank you for that honesty.
Siyabonga ke ukuthembeka kwakho lapho.
So basically, you, like all the other people who were not present when Senzo Meyiwa was killed, you don't know who killed Senzo Meyiwa, is it so?
Njenga wonke umuntu obengekho ngithi kulaba lona uSenzo. Nawe awazi ukuthi ngubani umuntu owabulala uSenzo.
Njengoba usushilo.
As you have already said, I don't know who killed Senzo because I wasn't there.
Like all other people who were not there when Senzo Meyiwa was killed, you don't know how he was killed, not so?
Njengawo wonke umuntu obengekho ngenkathi uSenzo Meyiwa ebulawa, awazi nawe ukuthi wabulawa kanjani.
Njengoba usushilo.
As you have already said, yes.
Thank you. Like all other people who were not there when Senzo Meyiwa was killed, all that they say would either be hearsay or a speculation of what could have happened when Senzo Meyiwa was killed.
Njengawo wonke umuntu obengekho ngenkathi kubulawa uSenzo, ngaphandle kokuthi ke kube namahlebezi abawakhulumayo ukuthi kwenzakala kanjena noma ke batshelwa ukuthi kwenzakala kanjena, nawe ke ulapho kuleso simo.
So ukuthi
njengawo wonke umuntu uba nezinsolo zakho okanye kube nokuthi utshelwe ukuthi uSenzo wabulawa kanjani nokuthi wabulawa.
Ngeinsolo zami zokubabona ngalelo langa ziyangiqinisekisa ukuthi bathinteka kulesigameko.
Now, my suspicions that arose on that day when I saw them was for the effect that they linked to what happened there when I saw them.
Yes, that's what you are saying. Now, accused number 3, Mr. Mnube, has requested me to come and tell you that he does not know you.
Umangalelo wesithathu uthi ke mangize ngitshele ukuthi yena akakwazi. Uthi akakwazi umangalelo wesithathu. Thenike uphendula ukuthini wena?
Nama ngimazi makodwa ngambona ngalelo langa futhi ngakhuluma naye.
I also don't know accused number 3, but I saw him on that day in question and I also spoke to him.
He further requested me to come and tell you that he was never ever with you at Mr. Zungu's place.
Uthi ke ngitshela ukuthi akakaze nje ayithola sendaweni eyodwa lapha yana endaweni kaBabu
Mr. Kwabeni,
uKwabeni
at the hostel.
nawe nalapha nehostel.
Akaze angibone. Akaze angibone usho njalo.
Is that what he's saying? He never saw me.
He never was with you, he never saw you.
Akazange abe nawe futhi akazange akubona. Uqamba man. He's lying.
He's further requested me to come tell this court, in fact, to come put it to you, that the story, that your version about what happened at the hostel, it's pure lies. It never happened. Just
Lo mlando
fabrication.
ulethayo la enkantolo mayelana ukuthi kwenzakala imkhona lapha nehostel amanga wodwa mangalihlaza leyo nto azange yenze.
Usho ukuthi ngasuka nje ngemdala kangaka baba umnisi ngizoqamba manga kule nkantolo.
As old as I am, Mr. Mnisi, would I just decide to come and lie to this honorable court?
Do you want my honest opinion?
Ufuna ke impendulo yami?
Yebo.
Yes.
Kodwa ngiyidinga obuyiloya. Ngoba umele bona ngiyidinga.
In actual fact, I don't need it because you are the legal practitioner because you're representing them. I don't need it.
Thank you.
Sabonga.
Thank you. Now let's go to photo number 12.
I don't know.
Excuse me?
No, ngilale.
No, it's fine. It's listening.
Let's go to photo number 12.
Your Lordship, Accused number 3's hand is up.
Yes.
As it is a court matter, I think there's something that he wants to bring to my
Yes,
attention.
yes.
My people approach. Thank you for the indulgence, madam. Sir, photo number 12,
Table 12.
page 12. Now, what was the occasion here?
Kwakwenzakalani khona la?
Angazi.
I don't know.
Thank you. Do you know where this photo was taken?
Where?
Where? Yes.
Uyazi ukuthi lesi sithombe sathathwa kuphi?
Who is the person that is depicted in photo number, the main person that is depicted in photo number 12?
Kubani ke ovela kulo mfanekiso okanye kulesi sithombe?
Accused number 3. Usho lo mkhulu angithi.
Yes.
Yes, that is accused number 3.
Is this how he was with you at the hostel?
Ngabe ingendlela abe nawe ngakhona khona lapha ehostel
Ngokuqoka.
in terms of what is clad and as well as the dreadlocks.
That is how he was.
Yeah.
Ubenje? Yes, that is how he was.
Thank you. Do you know the person who's on the left-hand side of the photo with the red T-shirt?
Left hand side of the photo.
Yes, with the red T-shirt.
Lona ke we t-shirt ebomvu uyamazi ukuthi bani?
Angimazi angimboni futhi.
I don't know him. I can't see him.
The gentleman at the right-hand side,
Lona ongaku right.
seemingly standing by accused number 3. Do you know
Lo ngathi
him?
ucishe abe seduze nomangalelo wesithathu yena ke uyamazi
Ukuthi ubani?
that who
Angimazi.
he is. I don't know. I don't know him.
Angimboni ukuthi ubani.
I can't see who he is.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Mnube,
Hayibo.
No.
Mr. Mnube,
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
says, does not know Mr. Kwabeni.
Ubaba uMncube uthi yena akamazi uGwabeni, ubaba uGwabeni akamazi.
Mhlambe ngeke ngikwazi ukuphendulela uGwabini ngicanga ukuthi unomlomo naye ngayiphendulela ukuthi yena akamazi na.
I would not answer for Gwabeni. I think he's got his own mouth. He can answer for himself as to whether does he know him or not.
Photo number 47. Photo number 47, please. Now, my instructions are that maybe before I proceed, you're saying what is it that you were wearing on that day? You seem to be not so well captured by the camera there, but what clothes were you wearing?
Tubugqoke impahla wena ngoba phela ke i-camera zange ngiyithatha.
Blue brown, jersey, sort of a long sleeve t-shirt, brown. It's a t-shirt, it's a jersey, but a light jersey.
A brownish light jersey and as well as a brown trouser as well.
Yes.
It is actually it may as well be a t-shirt or a light jersey with a long sleeves.
Come again.
This may as well be a t-shirt or it's a light jersey with a long sleeves.
So you can't recall well what is it that you were wearing?
Awukhumbuli ukuthi ugqokeni? Mawuthi ngokwenzeka i-t-shirt noma i-jersey.
Jersey light,
It's actually
jersey like a warm jersey, jersey light, but living a long sleeve.
It's not a heavier material jersey. It's a light material jersey with a long sleeve.
Okay. And where does t-shirt feature then?
Is a t-shirt yona ingena kuphi?
I'm not t-shirt, mawubhekile ngifake i-shirt, is light, nama long sleeve. Ngifake i-one, uyabona now.
There's no t-shirt there. You can see as well. I'm wearing a jersey with a long sleeves.
So you never had a t-shirt. It's just 3 seconds you've indicated that it could have been a t-shirt or a jersey.
Kukhona la kwewakhona ukuthi ngaba i-t-shirt noma imizuzwana nje ewu3 ungagqoke i-t-shirt lapha.
Babumnise ngithi ngigqoke i-jersey, so it is a light jersey, jersey light, kodwa li-long sleeve.
Mr. Mnisi, I'm saying that I was wearing a jersey with a light fabric or a light material
And the
that
trousers?
has got long sleeves. It was brown. Yeah, brown.
What make of the trouser was it?
Angisakhumbuli lidala kakhulu.
I cannot remember. It's an old or a worn out trouser. Uthi lidala kakhulu. Lidala kakhulu noma
Sekukudala
Okay.
kodwa li-brown ibhekwe lakhona ngiyalikhumbula.
Now, it is not a worn out as such. It's actually, that is what the witness is now saying.
Yes.
This picture was taken a long time ago, but I remember that the color of the trouser was brown.
Somebody told this court that the person that is depicted, actually not the person that is depicted, but the photo, the person that is, whose image is half on that photo there, was wearing a corduroy. Do you still remember who that person was?
It's sort of a corduroy, it's sort of a corduroy, but I see corduroy 100%.
It is a trouser. It is sort of a corduroy.
Le stretchayo kulezi insuku zamanje kodwa wena ngasiyona i-corduroy la skinny jean.
It was a stretchable one. Now recently, you know, it's not it's a corduroy. It's a stretchable one. But I is skinny jean, not a skinny jean. It was a corduroy.
Libhluke nje linormal babumnisi.
It's a normal trouser, Mr. Mnisi. It's just a normal trouser.
My question was, somebody told this court that the person whose image is halfly depicted on that photo there was wearing a corduroy. Who is that person?
Kubani lo muntu ngoba khona hotel lo muntu lo ube
Yimi babumnisi ngutshela ukuthi ngangigqoke ibhluke, it's a sort of a corduroy. Mawukhumbula kahle, angishongo ukuthi corduroy. This. Lona li corduroy kodwa la stretcheka lona.
It is
skinny jean. Ibhluke nje linormal.
It is myself, Mr. JC. I've said that it is sort of a corduroy trouser, and it is a stretchable one, even though it is not a skinny jean, but it is a trouser that is stretchable.
Now you remember that the person, the trouser that was worn by that person is now a corduroy.
Manje uyakhumbula ke ukuthi
Babumnisi ayigqokwe yimi angithi.
Mr. Mnisi, I'm the one that was wearing it, isn't it?
Thank you. We're not running around in circle. I'm getting somewhere. Somebody just told this court 5 seconds ago that we can't remember the make of that trouser because this is a very long incident, or this incident took place a long time ago.
Khona umuntu watshela inkantolo khona la mhlawumbe emizuzwane nje ewu5 endlule ukuthi yena akasakhumbuli ke leli bhuluwe ngoba esigameko senzeka ke dala.
Who is that person?
Ngubani lo muntu?
Utshela inkantolo.
Yes.
Yini?
Thank you.
I'm the one, yes. The one who told the court, yes, I'm the one.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Mncube. Mr. Mncube says
Uthi ubaba Mncube
that this was Mansizwane Kayile, and the trouser that he was wearing was a Brentwood trouser.
uthi ke uMansizwane Khanyile.
Yes.
Kanti ke le bhuluwe abegqokile ke iBlackwood.
Yayigqoka uMansizwane hayi mina ngithi.
It was Mansizwane that was wearing that, not myself.
Mr. Mncube says the person that is depicted there is Mansizwane Kayile, and he was wearing a Brentwood trouser.
Usho njalo baba Mncube ukuthi lo muntu ke ovela lesi sithombe uMansizwana ke kanti ke ubegqoke iBlackwood.
And not a corduroy.
Hayi corduroy.
Wayengeke phela aqoke kokubili uMansizwane Khanyile.
He would not have worn two trousers at the same time.
Thank
This
you.
Mansizwane Khanyile.
Thank you. And further on, the reason why he knows that that was a Brentwood trouser, Mansizwane Kayile was a person who was always in their company, so they knew his taste of clothing.
Uthi isizathu esenza ukuthi akwazi lokho ukuthi uMansizwane Khanyile umuntu behlale nabo futhi ke ubekwazi ukuthi ke istyle sakhe sokugqoka ke bekuyistyle esinjani.
That you will not know that. So,
Lokho wena ngeke ukwazi.
Ngeke ngikwazi vele.
I wouldn't know that. Yes.
thank you. Further on, Mr. Mncube will say that the shirt or the top that is worn by Mr. Mansizwane Kayile, there it was a Lanscott t-shirt. I don't know what is it, but
That is
that
what?
was a Lanscott t-shirt.
Uthi Lanscott t-shirt.
Angithi sikhuluma ngoMansizwane.
Isn't it so that we're talking about Mansizwane? We're still talking about Mansizwane.
I'm talking about the gentleman that is in the picture there, who Mr. Mncube and some of these accused are saying that was Mr. Mansizwane Kayile.
Okungukuthi laba mangalelwa laphayana bathi nguMansizwane Khanyile khuluma ngayo.
Yes. And he says the t-shirt, or what appears to be a t-shirt in that photo, it's a Lanscott t-shirt. And he knows it well because as a person who was always in their company, they knew his clothing taste or what kind of clothes he actually liked.
Leyo t-shirt ayigqokile ke i-Lanscott t-shirt ke uyazi ujwayele ke istyle sakhe sokugqoka ngoba uhlale nabo.
Uthe bonke ama-accused basho njalo ukuthi babe naye ngalelo langa egqoke lezo zinto.
Did you say that all the accused persons were with him at the time that he was wearing these clothing items? Nsizwane's clothing items, not mine.
Yes. Now finally, Mr. Zungu, I am putting it to you that indeed it is correct that you do not know who killed Sizwe. I mean Senzo Meyiwa.
He doesn't know
you don't know who killed Senzo Meyiwa.
Ekugcineni ke ushuthi wena ke awazi ukuthi ngubani obulele uSenzo Meyiwa.
And thank you for your honesty in that regard.
Ngiyabonga ukuthembakala kwakho ke kulelo phuzu.
Ngiyabonga ngangekho kaKhumalo vele.
Thank you. I wasn't at the Khumalo's house.
And I further put it to you that this whole hostel story is just a hogwash. It never happened.
We didn't object it first time around, but
Yeah,
this is not quite appropriate language. There's a different way of, extending
There's court
courtesy
language.
to the witness.
There's court language. We all know that.
I beg to differ, my lord.
Are you saying
We
there's no
can
court
get into
language?
it. Excuse me, my
Hogwash
lord.
and all that.
No, what I'm saying is we can go into a dictionary
No, we don't have to.
and understand what
Nah.
hogwash is. If the dictionary says it is not an appropriate language, then I'm going to withdraw it, my lord. But if the dictionary says hogwash means something that is not true or something that does not make sense, then I would not see any reason why I should withdraw the term hogwash.
Mr. Minister, let me just read you something which may be of interest to you. This is what was said by the SCA in the case of Take and Save Trading, CC and others.
Yes, my lord.
Versus Standard Bank of South Africa Limited, 2004, 4 in brackets, SA, 1, SCA. It's a
Yes.
judgment of Harams,
Yes.
Scott, Cameron, Mtiane, and Conradi. It was delivered on this 16th of February 2004.
Yes, my lord.
This is what they say.
Yes.
Because it may seem that I'm interfering, like there are experts who know more now than I do.
Excuse
But
me,
this
my
is
lord.
what- Experts, self-appointed experts. But
Where?
this is what the court says, which knows the law, the SCA.
I just want to follow the court's, what the court is saying. The court is saying there are experts
Yeah,
somewhere who seems to know more than the court.
who seem to know more than the court sometimes. Yeah, fine.
I'm not aware of that, man.
Is that so? Okay, fine.
Yes. Yes, madam. I'm
Yeah,
listening.
these judges, this is what they say.
Yes.
At the same time, a judge is not simply a silent umpire. They repeated what I quoted in that 1927 case of Hepworth.
The Hepworth.
Yeah, but this
Yes.
is now 5 judges. A judge is not a mere umpire to answer the question, how is that? This is what Lord Denning, the Registrar of the Rolls in England, once said.
Yes, madam.
Fairness of court proceedings
Yes.
requires of the trier to be actively involved in the management of the trial,
Yes, madam.
to control the proceedings, to ensure that public and private resources are not wasted,
Yes, madam.
to point out when evidence is irrelevant, and to refuse to listen to irrelevant evidence. A supine approach towards litigation by judicial officers is not justifiable either in terms of the fair trial requirement or in the context of resources. Of course, they further say a balancing act by the judicial officer is required because there is a thin dividing line between managing a trial and getting involved in the trial. So that's why sometimes I venture to ponder
Yes,
some
madam.
remarks.
Yes.
Yes. Not doing it because of I am doing it. The law says I must do it.
Yes, madam.
That's all I'm saying.
I think the last paragraph that the court has quoted, I think it sums it up all and pretty well, man. So I'm not so sure whether then that also relates to me putting to this witness that the
Now
story,
relates-
that the hostel
It
story is a
relates, it
hogwash.
relates to councils in the courtroom.
As it is a court,
Okay.
my lord. Yeah. I'm putting it to you that your hostel story is just a fabrication that never happened.
ukuthi le ndaba yasehostele yinto nje oyiphekele yona akusi isigameko esenzeka yinto ozenzele yona ke kanye uzakhele yona
usho ukuthi yimi engizakhelele lo ukuthi baba engababona.
is that what you mean that I fabricated that I saw them there
Amongst others, yes.
kokunye ke yebo
Unasiphi isiqiniseko salokho?
which certainty do you have or any proof
Wazi mina
Answer
ngamina.
questions. Hello, Mr. Zungu.
lalela ke
Answer
baba.
questions, please.
Pendula umbuzo nje baba. Wena uphendula imibuzo yazwa ka
Okay, ukuthi story ngizenzele sona. Ngiyakuphikisa lokho ukuthi story ngizenzele sona.
I dispute that this is what I fabricated.
Thank you. My lord, there's some information that accused number 3 has requested me to put on record. It's actually a memory stick of his cell phone. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a challenge with us receiving it, but we are working on it. This simply means that as and when we receive it, we will go through it, and it might necessitate me requesting an opportunity again, actually requesting indulgence from this court to further cross-examine this witness on the content of those memory sticks, should they appear to be relevant, my lord,
Yes, Mr. Baloi?
as it please the court.
No problem, okay.
As it please the
Yes,
court,
thank
my
you.
lord. I'm not so sure if there is anything, may I just request 1 second, my lord, to take instructions to produce. As it please the court, my lord, may I pause for now?
Yes, thank you. Yes, Mr. Ngumalo? Oh, sorry.
So, just before Mr. Numalo proceeds, reference was made to these photos,
Yeah,
but just
photo-
for the sake of the record, my lord,
What's the number?
is page 175.
Page 175.
Yes.
Who is depicted there? So that I must understand the notes I make.
Yeah, I think it was put to the witness that it's accused number 3 and 4.
Number 3
And 4.
and 4.
Yes.
Okay.
And these are additional photos that were requested by the defense.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Nguma.
As the court pleases, my lord, may I proceed? Thank you. Constable, I'm going to commence my cross-examination with Exhibit S of the record. But before I go there, Constable, can you please tell this court, how do you know accused number 4 before court, Mr. Mapisa?
Which accused?
Accused number 4, Mr. Mapisa, how do you know him?
Umazi kanjani umangalelwa wesine ubaba Mapisa?
Angimazi ngambona ngalelo la hostel.
I don't know him. I only saw him at the hostel on that day.
Which is the 26th of October, 2014.
Sikhuluma nge 26 of October.
Yebo.
Precisely.
Was it the first time that you met him on that day?
Ubuqala ukuhlangana naye ngalelo suku?
Ngasho njalo.
I would say so.
Didn't you say in your evidence in chief that you did not know accused number 4 from Phosphorus, but you knew him from Nongo?
Azange kusho kanjalo ke ummangalelo wesine wathi la enkantolo wena ukuthi umazela eNongoma awumazeli khona la eFoslokas.
Ngithe abanye sibazela emakhaya kusuka ukuthi emakhaya masifika la yilaba afike basi-introduce khona njenga-accused number 4 mabe ngi-introduce yena njengomfana wasophisweni hayi ukuthi njengoba wayefike lapha ngoba ngangimazi ngimazile emakhaya.
I have said that some of them were from where
In the
my
same
homestead
area,
is. And when they got to Joburg here, some of them, we met with them and they were introduced to me. Not necessarily that I personally was knowing that person from back home.
My lord, I see that accused number 4's hand is up. May I ask for indulgence to approach him? Thank you. Thank you, my lord, for the indulgence. May I proceed with my cross-examination? Did Kwabeni also introduce accused number 4 to you?
Ummangalelo wesine kuwena?
Yebo.
Yes.
When Kwabeni introduced accused number 4 to you, what did he say? Where was he from? Did he tell you where was he from? That is accused number 4.
Washo ukuthi ummangalelo wesine yena uqhamuka kuphi ekhaya kubo kuphi?
Mangikhumbula kahle akakhulumanga nami ungichazela ukuthi usuka kuphi kodwa mangithi ophisweni shuthi indawo yangakubo shuthi ayichaza ukuthi ingaphesheya. Ngiyazi ukuthi akusiyo khona ophisweni kodwa mangichazela wachazela kanjalo.
He said that he was Opisweni, and I know that it may not necessarily be his village where he's coming from, but that when he gave an explanation, he said that he was from Opisweni.
Constable, I want to understand this very clearly. So when Kwabeni introduced accused number 4 to you, he said he was from Opisweni?
Washo kanjalo uma introduce abantu kambe Opisweni?
Yebo.
Yes.
Do you know where is Opisweni?
Uyayazi ukuthi nguphi Opisweni?
Mina.
Yes.
When?
Yebo.
Where is it?
That's correct.
Where is that area?
Ikuphi leyo ndawo? Opisweni.
Ngathi kuphi kaNongoma. Ufuna ngisho njalo noma ngithi ngakuphi?
Cha baba, Opisweni ikuphi? Kuya ngawo.
Kwe-area.
Isendaweni.
KwaNongoma.
Opisweni is in KwaNongoma.
Is that your final answer?
Impendulo yakho igcina leyo?
Ake kube i-final answer yami ngoba ngazi kungenze ukuthi wena ungangibhitha ukuthi mhlawumbe ukhuluma ngomngcele njengami nabo nje. Mina ngiseko emahlabathini omunye kuphi kwaNongoma kodwa kusengceleni lapho. So angazi ukuthi ungakhuluma ukuthi
I would not be geographically correct about the area because we may be talking about an area that is somewhere in the border. For an example, I am from Mahlabatini, and one of them is from an area that is just closer to the border there. So I wouldn't be exact geographically.
No, Constable, I've just asked you a simple question. The question that I'm asking to you, according to you, you said you know this area, Opisweni. Where is it? Where is it located?
Opisweni uyayazi ikuphi?
njengoba ichazile ukuthi wangichazela ukuthi kukuphi owasophisweni i-area ekaNongoma.
As he had explained to me, he
Ungenze
said
ukuthi
that
semahlabathini ule mahlabathini kodwa i-area ifana nale kushoyo ukuthi nabo bayazi sina simceleni ekhaya kithi kuyenze kusemahlabathini ngale sekusuka kwaNongoma.
it may be in the jurisdiction of Nongoma. It may be possible that it could also be Emahlabatini, given the fact that the areas are situated in a border.
When I approach accused number 4 just now, he instructs me that Opisweni is under Mahlabatini.
Usho njalo ke uthi
Not under Nongoma.
ngaphansi kweMahlabatini.
Njengoba ushilo nje inkonzi kuyafana nalento oyishoyo ifana nakuyo uMontanzi ngale kaNtanzi bese kungale kwakithi akusekhona kaNongoma semahlabathini. So mawuzokhuluma ngomngcele ngapha ubheka ukuthi lo muzi wakhe lengane into efanayo lo yishoyo kodwa mangithe iNongoma shothi le area manje bakhuluma la babethe basuka kaNongoma those ngasuka kaNongoma sonke sisuka emahlabathini kodwa umuntu mawumchazela ngeke umchazele ukuthi usuka ngale kumfula weqa isikhwebwe yabona into ofuna ukubuza.
Just like Ntanzi as well, who's from Emahlabatini. When we are asked as to where we're coming from, we say that we're coming from KwaNongoma, but not exactly at or giving the exact geographic location. You cannot even explain that on the other side, perhaps of the river or the lake, which is Emahlabatini. You just generalize and say that you come from KwaNongoma.
Accused number 4 further instructs me that he's from Mhamboma, also to under Nongoma.
Yeah.
He's not from Opisweni.
Uthi akaphumi ePhiseni.
Nami bengifisa ukuyibuza ukuthi kwakuvele kanjani beze bechaze kanjalo.
I also was asking myself, how did it come about that they explained or they said that?
I could see that you were excited when I tell you that accused number 4 tells me that he's from Mhamboma, also to under Nongoma. So you knew that he's from Osotho.
Ubukwazi lokho ukuthi uqhamuka uSuthu.
Osuthu, yebo.
Ubukwazi lokho ukuthi uqhamuka khona uSuthu.
Usuka eMhamboma.
Yes, I knew that he was from Umhambuma, Usuthu.
How did you know that?
Ubukwazi kanjani lokho?
Ngisuka khona nami ngiyazi indaba ngakhona ukuthi uma ulapha ngaphesheya sethi eMhamboma. eMhamboma usuka Nongoma.
I'm from that area as well. That when you are in that particular area, you are coming from Umhambuma, and that as well is under Nongoma. It's in the jurisdiction of Nongoma.
Would you see him in the area at Osotho?
Would he?
Would you see accused number 4 in the area of Osotho?
Ubunokumbona khona laphana kule ndawo yase Usuthu umangalelwa wesine.
Angaze ngimbone.
I've never seen him in that area.
So who told you that he's from that area?
Ngubani owatshela ukuthi uqhamuka khona lapho?
Ngithe mabengichazela introduce kimi uGwabeni wangichazela ukuthi usuka kuphi.
Now,
Kodwa
I
futhi
said
engabala
that when they explained to me, Gabini told me where he was coming from.
akabalanga yena as an individual ukuthi uye kuphela usuka lapha.
He did not list him or mention him alone, that he's the only person that is coming from that area.
I'm instructed by accused number 4 that he doesn't know you from the bar of soap.
He doesn't know him from?
From the bar of soap.
From the bar of soap. Huh?
Yeah, from the power soap, yes.
You are not his acquaintance.
Oh. Uthi ke wena naye ke anazani.
He doesn't know you at all. He first met you here in court when you first testified on the 7th of September 2023.
Mkhumbuze futhi ukuthi nangesikhathi enginikeza ukhiye nge-26.
Please remind him again when he gave me the keys on the 26th.
No, Constable, please. I'm telling you what my client is saying. I must put it to you. And for the court to understand. He says you are not his acquaintance. He first met you for the first time in court when you testified for the first time here in this court on the 7th of September 2023.
Uqale ukubona khona la enkantolo mawuthula ubufakazi bakho ngesonto sika September.
Vele uqinisile mayithi akangazi kodwa nge-26 wangazi ngoba nginikeza yena ukhiye.
He's telling the truth when he says that he doesn't know me. But on the 26th, he came to know him. He came.
That is accused number 4, that he did not meet you on the 26th of October 2014. The first time that he met you was here in court on the 7th of September 2023.
Ukuthi nge-26 October 2014 akazange ahlangane nawo oqala ehlangana nawo wahlangana nawo la enkantolo nge-7 September 2023.
Akekho phela vele ozongaza ngithi kunenkinga.
Well, there isn't any of them that will know me because now we've got a problem.
I'm further instructed by accused number 4 that he first met accused number 1 on the 27th of October 2020 when they made their first appearance at the Boksburg Magistrates Court.
Ukuthi ukwazi umangalelo oqala ukwazi
Was
Accused number 4's hand is up, may I ask for indulgence to approach him? Thank you. Thank you, my lord, for the court's indulgence. I was called by Mr. Mapisa to correct the version that I've put to the witness. Yes, I did. I'm instructed, may I put to the witness? I'm instructed by Mr. Mapisa, constable, that he first met accused number 2, not accused number 1, when they made their first appearance in court on the 27th of October 2020 at Boksburg Magistrates Court. The first appearance in relation to this case.
ukuthi ke okokuqala mahlangana nomangalelo wesibili nge-27 October 2020 eBoksburg kwaba uqala ehlangana naye. Umangalelo wesini kusho kanjalo.
Uthi waqala ukuhlangana nomangalelo wesibili. Ngeke ngibe nolwazi ngangekho eBoksburg Court.
I wouldn't have any knowledge of that because I wasn't at court. I wasn't at Boksburg during that time.
The crux of his version is that he did not know accused number 2 before or on the 26th of October 2014. He first met accused number 2 on the 27th of October 2020, and they were not together.
Ukuthi nge-26 October 2014 ubengakaze ahlangana naye umangalelwa wesibili. Uqala ukuhlangana naye ke nge-27 October 2020.
Ilokho akushoyo ngoma accused number 2 mina ngikwazi lokho.
That is
Kodwa
what-
engikwaziyo mina ngambona nge-26. Wanginikeza futhi ukhiye wemonto.
That is what he says pertaining accused number 2. But what I know is that I saw him on the 26th of October. He gave me the keys,
Yebo.
the car keys.
I'm further instructed by accused number 4, Mr. Mapisa, that he knew accused number 1 because his mother is his neighbor at Mhamboma area, also to Nongoma. In fact, accused number 1 is from Mathabatini.
Umangalelo oqala uqhamuka lapha emahlabathini kanti ke uyasho umangalelo wesine kanjalo ke ukwazi umama kamangalelo oqala ungumakhe khona lapha eMhambuma uSuthu ese Nongoma.
What is your comment?
Uthini ngalokho?
Hayi, qinisile vele uma wakho wangale ngapha eMhambo
He's telling the truth. His mother is from Mhambuma,
ngokwazi kwami.
according to my knowledge.
What about my instruction that accused number 1 is from Mathabatini? Do you have any comment?
Uthini ngalokho ukuthi umangalelo oqala yena uqhamuka emahlabathini?
Sibuya sonke eMahlabathini.
We are all from emahlabathini.
What do you mean by all? If you say all of You use the word all. You are from
Multi-
Mahlabathini. What do you mean by
Mahlabathini.
that?
Usho ukuthini mawusho njalo?
Accused number 1 mina naye sibuye emahlabathini.
I'm referring to myself and accused number 1. We are from Emahlabathini.
I'm instructed by accused number 4, Mr. Mapisa, that he knows accused number 3. Accused number 3 is his friend.
Uba Mapisa usho njalo ke ummangalelo wesine uthi uyamazi ummangalelo wesithathu uthi yena nommangalelo okanye ummangalelo wesithathu ngumngani wakhe.
Ngeke ngiphikise lokho abangani mabe abangani babangani.
I cannot dispute that. If they are friends, they are friends.
I'm further instructed by Mr. Mapisa that there is nothing untoward him being the friend of accused number 3. There is nothing wrong about their relationship.
Uthi ke akukho nje okuyiphutha ekutheni yena nommangalelo wesithathu babe ngabangani. Ummangalelo wesine usho njalo. Phutha likho ekutheni bona babe ngabangani.
Mani ngabangani bento eyodwa phela vele ngeke ube umngani nami mina ngiyiphoyisa ngapha. Abanye izigebengu ngeke ube umngani nezigebengu. So iyafana lento mawuzoba umngani nalabo umngani nabo. Mawukuthi umngani nabo.
Well, if he is a friend to them,
That is very pejorative and it's pejorative and defaming. You can't say I'm a police this side and there is Izigebengu that other side. Who is Izigebengu?
Yes.
Explain yourself.
Bengizama ukumenzela into ukuthi ubabangani nabantu abanjani. Mawukuthi umngani noMaphisa no-accused number 3 mina ukho la ingena khona. Mina njengami ngoba ngiyiphoyisa ngeke ngibe futhi nomngani nomunye umuntu oyisigebengu. Ukuthi ubani isigebengu kodwa umngani wami ngeke ube isigebengu.
now I just meant that if he is a friend with accused number 3, he is a friend with accused number 3, and they wouldn't be friends with me because I wouldn't befriend. For an example, I cannot befriend a police officer. I mean, I cannot befriend a criminal when I'm a police officer. And if he is a friend with him, then they are friends together. I have got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, but we're not allowed to use character assassination language about the personality of a person. Okay. Not in this court anyway.
Isimilo somuntu ke awufanele ukuthi mhlawumbe ungasebenzisa khona le nto ukuthi kakhulukazi ke uma ukhuluma kabi ke ngesimilo sakho. Yazwa.
Hayi ngiyaxolisa kulokho.
I apologize, my lord, on that.
Yes, sir.
I'm instructed by Mr. Mapisa that accused number 5 is his acquaintance. He knows accused number 5.
Uba Maphisa ke uthi uyamazi lona ummangalelo wesihlanu. Ukuthi uwazi ummangalelo wesihlanu.
Okay, uyamazi.
All right, he knows him.
My lord, I see that it is after 1300 hours. I think it is convenient that we take a longer time.
That's okay. 2 o'clock then?
parents kwesifungo sokukhulumisa ngisho
The parents of accused number 4.
abazali bakamangalela wesine uyabazi?
Cha, angibazi.
I don't know them.
Is it correct that in your evidence in chief you told this court that he has a brother by the name of...
Yes.
How do you know that that person is his brother?
Wazi kanjani ukuthi lo muntu umfowabo?
Wabani.
I took it from the word of the person that told me that this is the brother to so and so.
Who told you that?
Ngubani owakutshela kanjalo?
Ugwabini ngangibuye.
It was Gwabini himself.
I'm instructed by accused number 4
Wabo okungumthoko members.
who died on the who died in November 2019.
Uthi ke amaziyo ke ulindelane Mapisa owashona ngoNovember 2019.
Okay.
Okay.
And his younger brother is Sakile Mapisa, born in 1995. He does not have a brother by the name of Mtoko. He denies that at all.
Uthi ke omncane ubhuti wakhe uSakhile ozalwe ngo1995. Akekho lona ke okuthiwa umthoko okuyena umfowabo. Uthini ke la?
Ngiyangize ngimphikise kulokho.
I cannot disagree with him on that very point. He knows his family members or his relatives.
Let us go to photo 47 of Exhibit S.
Asiye ku photo.
Do you know a person who was taking that photo?
Uyamazi obeyithatha
On
lesi
page
sithombe?
47 of Exhibit S.
Uyamazi?
Angimazi.
No, I don't know him.
Yet you were present when the photo was taken.
Kodwa bukhona ngeke uthatha lesi sithombe.
Ngeke ngazi akangitshelanga ukuthi uyangishutha.
I wouldn't
Ngazi ukuthi
know.
ubani futhi wayishutha.
I wouldn't know. He or she didn't tell me that he was taking the photograph. And I didn't know that I was being photographed as well.
I'm instructed by Mr. Mapisa that the person who was taking a photo was Mabungu Nduli. Mabungu Nduli is depicted on page 23 of Exhibit S.
Uthi ke umangalelo wesine lo muntu obethatha isithombe uMabhungu Ntuli. Kanti ke uyena ke ovelela ku page 23 ye Exhibit S.
Do you know a person who is depicted in that photo on page 23 of Exhibit S, the one who is standing next to accused number 3?
Uyamazi lo muntu?
Angimazi. Ngizokhuluma ngaye.
I don't know him. I will not say anything pertaining to that person.
I'm instructed by the accused, that is accused number 4, Mr. Mapisa, that is Mabungu Nduli. Mabungu Nduli is a person who was taking a photo at page 47 of Exhibit S.
Umangalelo wesine uthi nguye lona uMabhungu Ntuli ome eduze nomangalelo wesithathu. Uyena ke obethatha lesi sithombe se page 47. Ilokho akushoyo wena uthini?
Angazi nokuthi sithathe nini ngasiphi isikhathi abangitshelanga so ngeke ngize ngibe nelwazi ukuthi ubani beshutha.
I don't know as to when was this photograph taken, at which stage. Therefore, I wouldn't even know who was the person that was taking the photograph. I wasn't aware that the photograph was being taken.
I'm further instructed by accused number 4 that that photo was taken at Lesedi. Lesedi is in Fosloras, next to Lesedi shopping center in Fosloras.
Leso sithombe sathathwa khona laphana ke eLesedi kwindawo eseFosloras eseduze ke ne shopping center seLesedi. Yilokho kushiwo umangalelo wesine.
Ngeke ngize ngiphawule ngaso. Angazi asithathwa ubani ngayiphi ifoni.
I wouldn't comment on it. I don't know who was taking this picture, using which phone.
I'm further instructed by the accused, that is accused number 4, that on the day when that photo was taken, he had been there at Lesedi in Phosphorus to visit the owner of the VW Polo Playa, which is depicted on page 47 of Exhibit S, the Polo belonging to Ngamuza Gumede from Tubatuba.
Uthi ke ube lapha eliseyini umangalelwa wesine ngaleso sikhathi kuthathwa le sisithombe kanti ke eye khona lapha yana ke kunqamuza kanti ke le moto lena ke okuyipolo player yakhe lo muntu loyo ke abebe kuye eliseyini.
Angiyazi umuntu ukuthi kabani futhi angazi nababe kuye elisedi ngengikwazi ukuphawula ngalokho akunalwazi lalokho.
I don't know who the vehicle belongs to and who they had gone to visit at Lesedi or in Lesedi, so I cannot comment.
I'm instructed by accused number 4 that you were not there, you were not at Lesedi when that photo was taken by Mabungu Nduli.
Uthi umangalelwa wesine wena ubungekho lapho eliseyini ngenkathi uMabhungu Ntuli ethatha lesi sithombe.
Usakhuluma ngasiphi isithombe ngalesiya? Angikho vele kuso, angazi ngikhumbula ngibona
Page
ngalesi.
47.
Sikhuluma ngalesi ke.
Page 47.
Page 47 of Exhibit S.
Ukuthi bengekho mina.
Yes, you were not there.
Yes.
Kusho uye.
Is it what accused number 4 says?
Yes, those are my instructions.
Usho njalo ke umangalelwa wesine ukuthi wena ubungekho uMabhungu makathatha lesi sithombe esila ku 47.
Mina ngangikhona njengoba ungibona nje kuleso sithombe.
I was there, as you can see me in that picture.
Accused number 4 further instructs me that since you are saying in your evidence that the person who is cut, who is depicted wearing a brown top and a brown pair of trousers, that person is Mansizwane Kanyile, not you.
Mathizwane Kanyile.
Mansizwane Kanyile.
Uthi lo muntu ke ovela kulesi sithombe ovele kancane lapho ke nguye ke uMathizwane Kanyile akusiwena.
Angazi noma uphika mina ngikhona ukuthi angiyiboni. Mina ngiyayibona kodwa khona.
Are you questioning me and saying that I don't see myself, yet I can see myself?
Is it correct that in your evidence in chief you told this court that the person who is standing behind the motor vehicle was accused number 2 before court?
Ufakazi bakho ke lobo wabtshela ke enkantolo ukuthi umangalelwa ke lo wesibini uyena ke ovele lapha emva kwale moto. Ngenkathi umshushisi ebuza imibuzo ngabe kwaba ibona ufakazi bakho?
Njengoba ngishilo ukuthi angemboni kahle ukuthi ubani ngeke ngikwazi ukuqinisekisa ukuthi ubani.
As I have said that I cannot see who this person, or I cannot clearly see who this person is, therefore I cannot commit myself as to who this person is.
All right, but I'm telling you now that you told this court in your evidence in chief that that person who is depicted there was accused number 2.
Ngabe kuyiqiniso wena washo kanjalo ngenkathi umshushisi ekubuza imibuzo ukuthi lo muntu lona ovela kulesi sithombe ngasemuva lapho ufake ikhepha umangalelwa wesibini washo kanjalo yini?
Mina ngisho kanjalo.
Wakusho yini?
Uma ukuthi ngoshilo angikhumbula ukuthi ngoshilo kodwa engikwaziyo uma ukuthi ngoshilo maybe ngangambonanga ukuthi ubani.
Well, if I had said that it was accused number 2, perhaps I didn't clearly see, or I didn't see who that person was.
But you said it without any hesitation that that person was accused number 2.
Kodwa ke bekungekho ukungabaza uma usho ukuthi lona umangalelwa wesibili.
Kuze ngizosho njalo mhlambe mangibuka into abeyigqokile bese ubuka ukuthi mangikhumbula kahle isigqoko wayengasigqokanga ikepisi uma afika.
Well, perhaps I ended up saying that because of what he was clad with. However, he was not wearing a cap at the time of my arrival there. I could have said that.
I'm instructed by the accused, that is accused number 4, that that person who is standing behind the vehicle is himself, that is accused number 4, and not accused number 2.
Is it the instructions of accused number 4?
Yes, that the person who is standing there behind the vehicle or on the side of the vehicle, it's him, that is accused number 4.
Umangalelwa wesibili
Ayikhona nayo isho.
I'm happy if that is what he says, because he is now reminding me that he was also there as well.
He instructed me further that on that day he was wearing an Adidas cap. As you can see, that person is wearing a cap. He was wearing an Adidas cap.
Uthi ke ube egqoke i-cap ye-Adidas njengalo muntu ovelela kulesi sithombe egqoke i-cap. Uthi ubefake i-cap ye-Adidas.
Ngize ngimphikise kulokho ukuthi begqokeni ngiyambona nolapha esithombeni ufake ikhephi ye-Adidas if ethi uye why kumele ngimphikise.
I cannot dispute that, because even myself I can see clearly that the person that is depicted in that picture is wearing an Adidas cap. So if he says that it was himself wearing the Adidas cap, I cannot dispute that.
He further instructs me that he also had or wearing a Daniel Hedger jacket.
Uthi ubefake ne jacket ye-Daniel Hep.
Okay.
Okay.
He also had a Daniel Hedger pair of trousers.
Ne
Okay.
Daniel Hedger blue lakhona.
Okay.
Okay.
He also instructs me that he was wearing a Lacoste pair of boots.
Ubefake ke neqathulo ke okanye amabhutsu we-Lacoste.
Okay.
Yebo.
He instructs me that the person depicted with accused number 3 on page 9 of exhibit S is himself in the company of accused number 3, wearing the same clothing that I had referred to.
Uthi ke uyena ke lo mlisa ke uno accused number 3. Ngoke lezo impahla ke ebengitshela ngazo.
On photo 9.
Ku photo 9 lapho uyambona.
Yeah, babona babonakala kahle.
Can you go
Mangala
to
lawo
photo
se-
9?
I can see that it is not clear. They are not clear.
Yeah, sorry, the clear photo is photo 175. It's at page 175.
So,
Page 175 of exhibit S is clear than the other pages. It says, when a photo on page 47 was taken by Mabungu Nduli, he was wearing this very same clothing that are depicted on page 175 of exhibit S.
Uthi ke ubeloku egqoke lezi impahla ke njengoba ke kubonakala lapha ku photo 47 ubeloku egqoke zona ke njengoba kuvela nalana ke ku photo number okanye ku page 175.
Ngiyambona ugqoka into efanayo.
Instructed by accused number 4, Mr. Mapisa, that he never traveled in an Uno motor vehicle or a VW Polo Playa, red in color. I'm instructed by Mr. Mapisa that he never traveled in an Uno motor vehicle or in a VW Polo Playa, red in color.
Uthi uBamapisa kazange yena kahambe ngayo leyo uno ebomvu umbala okanye yona leyo polo player.
Uma ngikhumbula kahle nje ngizwe ngawe manje ukuthi uye wayilapha cishe kule Apollo.
If
Mawuyibona lapha.
If I remember well, I was told by yourself that, or by you, that he is the one that is depicted in the picture who's standing behind that red motor vehicle.
But I think it is you who is not listening. What I said to you earlier on was that the person standing behind the VW Polo Playa is accused number 4, Mr. Mapisa.
Wena mhlawumbe ungazwanga kahle ngithe umuntu ome emva kwaleyo VW Polo player nguye uBabu Mapisa.
He was there at Lesedi in Phosphorus to visit the owner of the VW polo line.
ube lapho ke Flores lapho elsedi ukuyo at the time that it was now standing here as depicted in this picture
Yes, he was there on that day to visit the owner.
uthi
of the
ube
VW
lapho
polo
yebo
line. He never traveled in the VW polo line.
ube khona lapho kodwa akazange ahambe ngaleyo moto kanye ube ngekho ngakuleyo moto uma imoto ke i-driver ube ngekho yena ngaphakathi kwayo.
Angaze ngisho futhi naye ukuthi ngihambe naye.
I didn't even say that I was in the same company with him as we were traveling with his vehicle.
So the person whom you referred as Mtogo, the brother of accused number 4, is the one who traveled in that motor vehicle.
Umuntu ohambe ngale moto lena nguyena obe khona ngaphakathi kwale moto ngumthobo.
Uma ukhumbula kahle ngithe ngeke ngibakhumbule bonke ababe khona phakathi.
If you remember
Kodwa
well,
uMthogo ngiyamkhumbula ngoba naye ngahamba naye futhi
ube khona emotweni. If you remember well, I said that I will never remember, or I cannot remember all the people that I was in the company of. However, Mtogo was also there.
When you were being cross-examined by my colleague, Advocate Simnisi, you said there was Mtogo, accused number 3, Gadla, the driver of the vehicle, and there was another occupant in the vehicle, and yourself. Is that what you said?
Washo kanjalo ukuthi washo kanjalo ukuthi kwakhona ke
Gadla
uGadla
nabanye
umshayeli wale moto
noMthogo wakuba umunye lo athena kusiye ubhuti wakuba ngithi
noMthogo kanti nomunye ke owaye ngaphakathi. Yes, there was as well Mtogo as well, which he says that he is not related to him.
When that photo was taken, that's Mtogo, the brother of accused number. Sorry, where was Mtogo, the alleged brother of accused number 4, when that photo was taken?
Makuthathwa lesi sithombe uMthogo ube kuphi lo okuthiwa ke ubhuti kalo umangalelo wesini.
njengoba usushilo ngangikhumbula ukuthi ubani wayethatha isithombe ukuthi umophisa lo ume ngale ngemuva ukuthi wayenzani ngeke ngibe nolwazi ukuthi babenzani bekhuluma kuphi or omunye wayekhuluma nobani enzani ngeke ngibe nolwazi lalokho ngangabagadile ukuthi ubani ukhuluma nobani ubani wenzani.
I was not keeping an eye on everybody. I cannot tell as to who was doing what, who was talking to who, as it is said, as I had said earlier, that I don't even know who took the pictures and at what stage was the picture taken, since it is said that it is accused number 4 that is depicted in that picture. I don't have a knowledge of all that.
I'm going to repeat the question again for your benefit. The question that I've posed to you is, Mtawa, the brother, the alleged brother of accused number 4, where was he when that photo at page 47 of Exhibit S was taken by Magungu Nduli?
Ube kuphi ke uMthogo lo okuthiwa ke umfoka bo mangalelo wesine ngenkathi kuthathwa lesi sithombe ube kuphi?
Njoba ngishilo ukuthi umuntu ovele lapha abavele lapha ngeke ngithi ubani ukhona or ungaphambili uphambi kwemonto ngibona isithombe ngisibonayo nabantu engibabona kuleso sithombe. Ukuthi omunye wayishutha noma wayime ngemuva kwami ngeke ngikwazi ukukhuluma ngalokho anginalwazi
I have
lalokho.
already indicated that I cannot say who all are on the picture. Safe to say that I can see the picture. There's people that I can see that are depicted in the picture. As to whether people in front or behind the vehicle, that I cannot say. As to who was taking the pictures as well, at what stage, that I cannot say.
So you cannot say where was Mtawa, the alleged brother of accused number 4, when the photo was taken?
Angeke usho ke ukuthi uMthogo ube kuphi ngenkathi kuthathwa lesi sithombe.
Njengoba ubona la emontweni sasu5 kodwa abantu abavele lapha bayi4.
Now
ngeke ngize ngibe nolwazi ukuthi omunye wayekuphi enzani.
As it is depicted on the picture depicts 4 people here, and there were 5 of us that were occupying the vehicle. I don't know where the other one was and what was he doing during the time.
Constable, I'll ask you to confine yourself to the questions that I'm posing to you. Time is not with us.
Ngizocela ke ukuthi wena uzame ke ukuyithiba ekutheni ke uphendule lo mbuzo ke onikezwa wona okanye ubuzwa wona.
Do you know who was the driver of that VW polo line?
Uyamazi ke ukuthi uyazi ukuthi ubani obeshayela le moto VW player?
Anginalwazi lakho.
I do not
Angazi.
have the knowledge. I do not have the knowledge of that. I don't know him.
Do you know why the vehicle had to park there?
Uyazi ukuthi isizathu esenza ukuthi le moto ipake la kwaba yisiphi?
Anginazo.
I,
Angazi.
I don't know why this vehicle had to park there.
Where were you seated in the vehicle?
Kahle kahle emotweni kuhleli kuphi wena kwesiphi isihlalo?
Uma ngikhumbula saya eTops ngangihleli ku left kuma ngangihleli ngayigcineni.
Emuva phambili.
It's left emuva.
If I remember well, on our way to Tops, I was seated on the left-hand side of the rear seat, just next to the door panel of the vehicle.
Who were the other occupants of the back seat?
Obani kabe behleli ngasemuva,
Yibo labe ngibasho ukuthi sasibaningi ngangengedwa emotweni.
ngasemuva emotweni.
Ngingikwazi ukuqinisekisa ukuthi ubani wayeseduze kwami ubani wayengale angikhumbula ukuthi sasihleli kanjani.
I cannot be sure as to who was seated next to me and the other one that was seated on the far right. I cannot ascertain that.
I'm instructed by the accused, that is accused number 4, that the person who is wearing a red jacket is Telimpilo Ndawonde.
Elimpilo,
Yes, Telimpilo Ndawonde.
lona ofake ijacket ebomvu, ubuya ngommangalelwa wesine, ucela impilo ndawonye.
Okay?
Yebo.
From that spot where that photo was taken, at page 47 of Exhibit S, where did the motor vehicle proceeded to?
Ukusuka lana ke kule ndawo njengoba ivela kulesi sithombe imoto le ebomvu iye yaya kuphi mayisuka la.
Ngeke ngibe nolwazi ukuthi umuntu ayisuke khumbula masisuka sasiphuma siya eTops kodwa masibuya sibuya nga street besambe sima njengoba sambe sima ngangahambi ngibheka ukuthi sime kuphi ku street esunamba bani ngangenzi manotha lokho
No,
sasihamba nje mabe mabanye beqhamela siyama nje.
Now, when we were on our way to Tops, I remember that we were together. We drove from wherever we were initially, and then we drove to Tops. But upon our return, the vehicle was stopping at several stops. At times, others would alight the vehicle to go and urinate, and so I was not recording particular spots that we would stop at on our way back from Tops.
But did you eventually return to First Lawyers Hostel?
Niye nagcina senibuyele khona ehostel.
Na kanjani sibuyele khona?
Precisely, so we went back there.
At what time did you arrive?
Nafika ngubani isikhathi ehostel?
Ngeke ngize ngikwazi ukutshela isikhathi siwungqoko singangabhekile isikhathi ukuthi manje seku 10:04 sesiyama sesiyangena ehostel 10:04 nganganalo ulwazi lokuthi kuzokwenza
I cannot give you the exact time as to what time we returned to the hostel or what time we would stop at a particular spot. I cannot say that it was 10:04 or just give you an exact time. I can't.
I'm instructed by accused number 4, Mr. Mapisa, that when that photo at page 9 of Exhibit S was taken, he was at sprayed in Katleho, Mazibugo Hostel.
Othi ke uma lesi sithombe
ngeke ngicommente ngasa ngazi babe sithatha kuphi.
eKatlehong, I would not comment on that photograph because I don't know where they were at the time the picture was taken.
Constable, is it correct that in your evidence in chief you told this court that you have 12 years of experience in the South African Police Service?
Ngabe ilokho otshela inkantolo ngenkathi umthuthi kubuza imibuzo ukuthi unesipiliyoni seminyaka ewu-12 uyiphoyisa?
Yebo.
Yes.
Is it also correct that you told this court that on the 26th of October 2014, you were on duty?
Watshela enkantolo iqiniso lokuthi nge-26 ka-October 2014 ubusemsebenzini?
Yebo ngangisemsebenzini.
Yes, I was on duty.
Njoba ngisho ukuthi ngaphuma eli ngaya khona.
As I have indicated, I knocked off early. Waphuma early kuphi?
emsebenzini.
Constable, please,
I knocked
don't
off
prejudge the questions that I'm asking you. Seemingly you are distracting me from my cross-examination. Please, I've asked you earlier to stick to the questions that I'm asking you. Please.
Hlala nje kule mibuzo obuzwa yona ungaphokopheleli ezinye okanye eminye imibuzo.
I don't see anything wrong there. The witness is asked as to whether he was on duty. He says yes, but he knocked off early to get to the First Lawrence Hostel. It's nothing wrong with it.
I seem to be distracted when
No,
the
I mean
witness...
this answer here, which he gives that he knocked off early, he was at work, he knocked off early, and then he went to the hostel.
I haven't asked my lord about him knocking off early and going to the hostel. Maybe I was still going to ask that question. Well, hence, I'm asking him to confine himself to the questions that I'm asking him.
So what
That is
what
my
was your
request.
question? Which he didn't confine himself to answer it? What was your question?
I asked him, my lord, whether on the 26th of October 2014 he was on duty. Yes. And then he said yes, he was. But he knocked off early.
So what's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with that answer. Sorry, proceed.
At what time of the day did you resume your duties on the 26th of October 2014?
Uye waqala ukusebenza ngobani isikhathi nge-26 zika-October 2014,
Ngene ngo-8 emsebenzini.
8 in the ekuseni ebusuku.
Ekseni
I resumed my duties at 8 o'clock in the morning on the day in question.
When were you going to knock off duty on that day? That is the 26th of October 2014.
Ubuzoshayisa ngobani isikhathi nge-26 zika-October 2014?
udependa bengiyokwenza ngesikhathi bengikwenza ngakho isikhathi engishayise ngaso futhi ngishayise ngabo 12 to 1.
It depends on what I had to do on that day in question. And whatever that I had to do on that day in question, I knocked off about 12. 12 uya ku-1.
Yeah,
What I want to find
Yeah,
out clearly,
12 to 1 o'clock.
your times, you resume your duties at 8.
Uqala ukusebenza ngo-8,
njengoba soshilo
as you have said.
I mean, normally, you resume your duties at 8.
Uqala ngo-8 ukusebenza njalo.
bengiqala ngo-8
Ngenjwayelo.
ngaleso sikhathi
Yes,
ngejwayelo
Yes, and when are you supposed to knock off duty?
ubofanele ukuthi-ke ushayise
njengoba
ngokwesikhathi.
kwakuyisunday kwakudependa ku-event engangiye kuyo nango-11 ubaba ngishayise early
Nango-11 kwenzakalani?
ngangashayisi
Okay.
wangenaso
It-
isikhathi ukuthi uma kuphela lokhu kuzophela ngesikhathi esiwubani.
All right. It would depend on the event or the activities of the day, because it was on a Sunday. Even at 11 a.m., I would still knock off from duty. So it would depend as to what is it that I was doing on that day in question.
What duties were you doing?
Ubwenzani-ke ngalelo langa?
ngicabanga ukuthi ingxenye yamaphoyisa umsebenzi wamaphoyisa
I was doing part of the police duties.
What duties were those?
Eyiphi-ke leyo msebenzi yamaphoyisa?
I was attending the event bengi-attend the-event
I
Attending
was
what?
attending the event. I was attending the event. Uthi ngangiye kwenye i-event.
What events?
Yiphi event?
iphathi imsebenzi ebangithunyelwe kuyo ukuthi ngiye kuyo
I-part yomsebenzi.
mangikhumbula kwakusegroundini sport ground kwakune-event eyilapho kwakumele ngiyi-attend.
It is the part of the work that I was actually deployed to or sent to. If I remember well, it was at a sporting facility where I was supposed to be a part of that event.
What was happening there?
Kwakwenzakalani lapho?
kwakunomcimbi we-crime prevention.
There was a crime prevention function.
When had it started?
Ibiqale ngobani isikhathi?
ngeke ngazi ukuthi biqale ngoba isikhathi kodwa ngicabanga ukuthi biqale ekuseni ngabo-8 ngaba u-past 8 kodwa mina ngifike ngabo-8
I wouldn't know the exact time
qale
that
esiteshini
it
aya
started
khona.
with. I wouldn't know the exact time that it started with. It could have been about 8 o'clock. But I started at the station at 8 o'clock and then I went to that event.
At what time did you arrive at the event?
Wafika ngobani isikhathi khona lapho kwi-event?
angikhumbula isikhathi kodwa mangikhumbula kwakusesekuseni.
I cannot remember the time, but if my memory serves me well, it was still in the morning.
At what time did you leave the event?
Wasuka ngobani isikhathi khona lapho kuleyo event?
ngoba yashesha yaphela ngicabanga ukuthi ngabo 12 ngabuyela e-station ngaya endlini.
I should think it was about 12 because it was finished or done early, and wasuka waya station waya ekhaya.
Yebo.
From there, I proceeded to the police station, and then I subsequently went to my home.
Under which unit are you affiliated?
Usebenza ngaphansi kweyiphi unit?
Ngaleso sikhathi
Yes, at that
Yeah.
time, on the 26th of
sebenza
October
ku-social crime
2014.
prevention.
Social Crime Prevention Unit.
Is it also correct that on that day, the 26th of October 2014, you were allocated the state motor vehicle?
Nge-26 October 2014, wanikezwa imoto yomsebenzi
Yebo.
kahulumeni. That is correct, yes.
Who was your supervisor?
Supervisor wakho bekubani?
Or your commander?
Ubani ukomanda wakho? Bekubani ukomanda wakho ngaleso sikhathi?
A rollover commander
It was a rollover commander.
or ukhuluma nge-commander was in charge, my supervisor.
Oh, that was a question. Or are you referring to my supervisor that was directly in charge of my duties?
Yes,
It's
the
Captain
person
Tifu.
directly in charge
It
of
was-
your duties.
It was Captain Tifo.
So, from the event, which was held at the sport ground, you said you returned to the police station.
Uthi waphindela khona phana e-police station kusuka kuleyo event bese sports ground.
Uma ngikhumbula kahle yebo kuyodrop ezinye izinto engisuke nazo e-station.
Yes, if I remember well, to go and drop off some items that I initially took from the station.
From the police station, where did you go to?
Ukusuka e-police station wase uyaphike.
Noma ngeke ngikhumbule ukuthi ngayaphi uma ngayanga endlini kodwa ngangazi ukuthi ngiyi-Vosloorus emva kwalokho. Ngasuka e-station
Even-
ngaya endlini uma ngisuka endlini ngeke ngazi ukuthi ngihambe ngayiphi indlela ukusuka straight or ngisuke ngaqala eshop kodwa ngisuke nje ngaya endlini ngasuka endlini ngaya eJoburg.
What I mean is that even though I cannot tell as to whether I went straight to home or perhaps I went to a shop before I could go home, but what I know that I had to go to Vosloorus after I had been at my house.
Is it correct that in your evidence in chief, you told this court that Kwabeni had informed you of a person by the names of Makosonke that you were supposed to pick up at Johannesburg, and you found Makosonke at Carlton Center in Johannesburg?
Ukuthi ebufakazini bakho uGwabeni wakutshela ngomunye okuthiwa uMakhosonke obufanele ukuthi uyomthatha khona laphana eJoburg. Wamthola lo Makhosonke eCarlton Center eJoburg.
Yebo.
Yes.
From there, your evidence in chief is to the effect that you then proceeded to Vosloorus hostel.
Ukusuka lapho ke ebufakazini bakho ngenkathi umshusha kubuza imibuzo nase ke niyasuka ke niyahamba niya ehostel eVosloorus.
Yebo.
Yes.
This vehicle that was allocated to you, for which duties were you supposed to conduct using that vehicle?
Le moto wawunikezwe yona kahulumeni ke wawufanele ukuthi wenze muphi umsebenzi usebenzisa yona le moto.
Kwakuseyiwo umsebenzi engangiwenza ngokuthi ngangiyi-attende ngayo kwakuyimonto enganginikeziwe engangiyisebenzisa full time.
The very same activity or duties that I had performed on the day in question when I had gone to attend the event, because this was the vehicle that was given to me so that I can attend that event.
Were you authorized to travel with that vehicle to Johannesburg in Carlton Center to
Wagunyazwa.
pick up Makosonke?
Wagunyazwa ke ukuthi uthathe le moto kanye uhambe ngale moto ukuya eJoburg ukuyothatha uMakhosonke.
Nganginegunya lokuhamba ngayo le monto.
I had the authority to drive this vehicle.
Is it also correct that Makosonke is not a member of the South African Police Service? He's a
Oui.
private person.
Oui,
Are you
tennis-
allowed then to use the state motor vehicle to carry private person.
Kuyiqiniso ke ukuthi lo Makhosonke akulona iphoyisa kuwumuntu nje womphakathi kanti ugunyeziwe yini ukuthi ke uyothatha umuntu okungelona iphoyisa khona lapha uthatha uMakhosonke.
Njoba sengishilo umsebenzi wami uyangigunyaza ukuthi ngingakwazi ukuthatha omunye umuntu futhi ngivumelekile ukulayisha omunye umuntu welunga lomndeni wami.
Now, as I have already said, that I am authorized to can pick up a person or any other person, even if they are not SAPS, as long as the person is the member of my family.
In your experience, Constable, as a member in the South African Police Services, have you effected arrest?
Usuke wabamba umuntu wena njengoba uyiphoyisa ke usebenze esiphoyiseni uyisipilini sakho?
Nqaba.
A lot of them.
Is it also correct, Constable, that you, that is yourself, being a member in the South African Police Services, you execute your duties without any fear, favor, and prejudice?
Wena ke nje ngelunga lesiphoyisa uyakwazi ukuthi wenze umsebenzi wakho ngaphandle kokusaba ucekela phansi omunye umuntu okanye ke ukumelana okanye ukuseka umuntu othize uzenzela umsebenzi wakho ungasupporti okanye ukufavor umuntu othize.
Yebo, kumsebenzi wami lo.
It is my duties, yes.
Constable, there are provisions in the Criminal Procedure Act 51 of 1977. It is your Bible. You are supposed to know these provisions by heart.
Uyabona ke lemibandela ke Criminal Procedures Act 51 ka 1977 kuyiBhayibheli lakho ke lezi ke okanye lemibandela lapho ufanele ke ukuthi uyazi.
I'm going to refer to these provisions for the benefit, for your benefit. It deals with the arrest by peace officers without warrant. The relevant proviso for this cross-examination is going to be Section 40, subsection 1, in bracket, small letter A in bracket, and small letter H in bracket. So those are the only provisions that I'll be referring to for purposes of this cross-examination.
Shuthi ke so sebenzisa ke lemibandela iqhamuka khona lapha na ku section 40 subsection 1 I paragraph A no paragraph H ya leyo ke mibandela eqhamuka khona lapha yana kule CPA Act. Yazwakala?
Uzwakele?
Understood?
I'm going to read the section verbatim. Section 40, subsection 1 in bracket provides as follows. A peace officer may without warrant arrest any person, small letter A in bracket, who commits or attempts to commit any offense in his presence.
I peace officer kusho njalo ke ingambopha ke umuntu owenza ke okanye owenqa umthetho okanye ozama no ukwenqa umthetho ngenkathi yena ekhona khona lapho unelungelo ke lokuthi angambopha lo muntu lo. Uyakuzwa lokho?
Ngikuzwa kahle.
Clearly I can hear that.
Small letter H in bracket reads as follows. Who is reasonably suspected of committing or having committed an offense under any law governing the making, supply, possession, or conveyance of intoxicating liquor, or of dependents producing drugs, or in possession or disposal of arms or ammunition. Close quotation.
Shuthi ke nelungelo negunya lokumbopha umuntu onjalo okuyena ke umuntu ozama noma owenzayo lokwenza mhlambe kube ukuthi uyakhiqiza utholakala kuyena ephethe idakamizwa okanye ke asebenziseke nezikhali okanye ukuhambisa zona ke izikhali okungekho semthethweni. Uyakuzwa lokho?
Ngiyakuzwa.
I can hear that.
Constable, your evidence in chief is to the effect that you had knowledge that Gwabeni had used a firearm to shot at Snako. Do you confirm that?
Wena ke ukuya ngobufakazi bakho ke ubukwazi lokho ukuthi uGwabeni ubephethe isibhamu esetshenziswe ke ukudubula uSnako.
Njengoba bengishilo ukuthi isibhamu asisebenzisile nganginolwazi kodwa ngangenalwazi ukuthi usisebenzisa kanjani nobani.
As I have already said, that the firearm that he had used, I had the knowledge of that firearm, but as to how he uses that firearm to whom, that is information that I was not privy to or I didn't have knowledge of.
Is it also correct that you refer to the accused, that is accused number 4, as one of his inkani?
Oke wathi ke uma ukhuluma ngomangalelwa wesine wathi uyinkabi.
Igama elithi inkabi bengakaze ngilibize mina.
I had never articulated the name or the word nkabi.
Is it also correct that you had knowledge that accused number 1 was involved in drugs?
Ngabe ke ubukwazi lokho ke ubufakazi bakho ukuthi ubukwazi ke ukuthi lona umangalelwa oqala ube ingxenye yeyidakamizwa kanye.
Ngazile ngaze ngaye.
Yes, I knew about it and from him. That knowledge came from him.
Irrespective of where it came from, but you had knowledge that he was dealing in drugs.
Ukuthi ke yayiqhamuka kubani ke okanye laliqhamuka kubani lolu lwazi kodwa ke ubukwazi kahle ukuthi ube dealer ngama drugs.
Obvious mase kutshelile ukuthi ngangiboshwe into efana nale senginolwazi.
Now, it is obvious that after he had related to you that he had been arrested for such and such an offense, you end up having that knowledge.
Is it also correct that you told this court that upon entering in the bedroom, you found accused number 3 in possession of a firearm?
Ngabe kubufakazi bakho ke ukuthi okanye kusoba ukuthi umungena kwi-bedroom wathola umangalelo wesithathu ephethe isibhamu. Yes, yes.
What type of a firearm was that?
Obephethe isibhamu esinjani?
Lo hlobo le 9mm.
It was a 9mm.
You also mentioned that
Uye wakusho nokuthi kwakukhona ke ne.38 pistol.
Yebo.
Yes.
who was in possession of a .38
Ubani
pistol?
obephethe le .38 pistol?
Uma ngifika umuzwa yinikeza uGwabini.
When I got there, Muzi gave it to Gwabini.
Constable, I've highlighted to you the provisions
Imibandela ke ye Criminal Procedures Act. Kakhulukazi ke section 40 ye Criminal Procedures Act.
anything.
Sorry, no, I've let this go.
On, are you aware that a witness like him is not obliged to answer incriminating questions? It's criminal law 1.
In terms of the Constitution,
Yes,
Section 35.
that's it. He's not obliged. The policeman finds, and then if he hasn't arrested a person, if that information can be used to charge him because he has incriminated himself. Do you want to address me on
Yes,
that?
because it was raised on some occasion, I think it was Mr. Ramsey Bebele was asking questions. I had to revisit Section 35 of the Constitution.
No, but I'm asking you. What's your counsel now asking the
Yes,
question?
yes. It deals with accused, arrested, and detained person. That is Section 35 of the Constitution, not a witness.
So a witness can incriminate himself. Hello, can you bring the toy so that we know what we are talking about? It's towards the end, isn't it? Witnesses,
Yes.
self-incrimination. Now go to the section of witnesses. What's
Yes.
the end?
I'm on it, my lord.
Okay. Hello.
It's section 203.
What does it say?
Witness excused from answering incriminating question.
Yeah.
It says, no witness in criminal proceedings shall,
Yes.
except as provided by this act or any other law, be compelled to answer any question which he would not, or on the 30th of May 1961, have been compelled to answer by reason that the answer may expose him to a criminal charge.
Yes, that's how I understand the law. So, what's your view, Mr. Malo?
I was still paging, my
Hello?
lord. I was still paging to the provisions. That
Now, I read it for you.
Fortunately, I do have my my tutor. If I can quickly.
So he can self-incriminate himself, is that what you're saying?
Not unless if he says it does not
No,
want
but
to answer.
this court
This court,
has
yes.
to see to it that the law is upheld.
Yes.
So I can't let a transgression which this witness is asked to walk into without warning him. Of course, I can tell him that if you want to answer that question, you're at liberty to answer it, but you must know your rights, that as a witness, you're not a compellable witness to incriminate yourself. That's what the law says, not me.
Yes. I think he can be forewarned before he answers the questions, if he wants to answer the question.
Mr. Balui, just bring that, because that section is clear. I don't even have a choice. Thank you.
On the next page, just halfway through the page, there's a nice explanation as to what the position is.
On the next page, paragraph
Just in the middle.
3, for instance, it says,
In the middle of the page, there's a reference to a case.
is that the state versus
Yes,
Wade and Bosman.
I think so. Just in the middle of the.
Okay, but you see, paragraph 3 says the privilege against self-incrimination falls away only in respect of the specified offense and the relevant competent finding. If the prosecutor does not specify any of the offense, the privilege remains in place to the full extent. Once an offense has been specified, the privilege can only be claimed in respect of another offense. And then 5.6 it says, someone who wants to invoke the privilege against self-incrimination may not refuse to be sworn in and may only invoke the privilege when the answer to a particular question can incriminate him or her. Then they quote the case of R versus Hitt, 1937. And then, of course, the other one. Is that what you're referring to, sir?
Indeed, my lord.
You heard what the law says, not what Ratsam Khatling says. So they say it's a complete privilege, blanket privilege. I don't even have to warn him, but just for your notification, you are not obliged or compelled to answer questions which you believe may incriminate you, because you are the person who's answering.
Yes, sir.
That option is exercised by you, but not anybody else, because you, if you incriminate yourself, you shall have been responsible for that self-incrimination. Do you understand that, sir?
Uyakuzwa lokho ke awuphoqelekanga ukuthi mhlawumbe
Yebo,
ungaphendula.
ngiyakuzwa.
Ukuthi ukuyikhethela kwakho lokho. Uma ngabe mhlawumbe uyafuna ke ukuthi uphendule imibuzo ezokwenza ukuthi ke egcineni usuthwa nomthwalo wokwenza umthetho. I understand that, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Malo, we proceed.
So do you want to answer this question that I've posed you, that you did nothing, you did not effect any arrest, you see persons exchanging firearm in your presence, you don't do anything, being a police member?
Uyafuna ukuphendula lo mbuzo naba bantu ba exchange ibhamu khona lapana wena uyilunga lephoyisa akho lutho olenzayo awubophi umuntu
The of Mr. Meyiwa.
ube khona
Khuluma
No.
ehostel la bengikhona noma
Sir,
ukhuluma
from the knowledge or information that you had, did that knowledge or information inform you that Mr. Mapisa was present?
When he,
Heard about that.
that's it, okay, fine. Yes, Mr. Mamalo?
This information or the source of this information or knowledge, were you the source of this information or somebody else informed you about what you are telling this court?
yabona le tshela inkantolo kuyi information iqhamuka kuwena okanye khona umuntu ke owa ekunikeza ke leyo information okanye lolo lwazi
eqaleni ulwazi lokuthiwa nginikeza ukhiye ulwazi olusuka kimi lolo ukuthi uye owanginikeza ukhiye akusilo ulwazi olusuka komunye umuntu uye owanginikeza mina.
Firstly, where the keys are concerned, this is not information that was related to me pertaining the keys. He is the one that gave me the keys himself. No any other person told me that he actually gave me the keys.
When you were traveling in this state motor vehicle, were you traveling alone or there was another police officer who was booked with you to use the vehicle when you were attending the event at the sports field?
Mauya kule event ebekwi sports field usebenzisa le moto yombuso wawuhamba wedwa okanye kwakhona ke elinye iphoyisa lalihamba nawe.
Angihamba ngedwa.
I was alone.
When you were proceeding to Johannesburg at the Carlton Center and thereafter to Phosphorus Hostel, did you complete the vehicle register?
Wayigcwalisa i-vehicle register ngenkathi ke uya e-Carlton Center.
Back to section
Yeah,
203.
I mean, it's an offense for a police officer to drive a vehicle without annotating in the motor vehicle register his destination from where to where and annotating the number of kilometers. That's self-incrimination,
Yes.
as we're discussing. So why do you repeat?
So you
the
can
very
answer.
thing? Hello?
You can answer the question. You can answer the
No,
question.
but the law says it's not compellable. If he doesn't answer,
At what time of the day did accused number 4 arrive at the hostel? That is Phosphorus Hostel.
Umangalelwa wesine wafika ngobani isikhathi khona lapha hostel.
Anginalwazi wafika ngoba naso yilesa nginikeza ngayo ukhiye.
The only time that I can remember is the time that he handed over the key to me. As to whether he arrived early or late, Mangalelwa wesithathu no Mangalelwa wesihlanu bengena kwi-bedroom.
Didn't you say that in your evidence in chief?
Wakusho lokho kwi-evidence in chief yakho.
Ukumbona kwami ngizwe ngathi mhlawumbe angazi noma ngizizwanga kahle sima ukuthi wafika ngoba nesikhathi shuthi zama ukuthi wafika nini ngakwazi ukukhuluma naye ngesikhathi enginikeza ukhiye.
If I heard your question clearly, you asked about the time. As to what time he arrived, whether he arrived early or late, that is something that I cannot confirm. Safe to say that at the time or at the stage that he gave me the key, I was then able to communicate with him.
At the time when he
Introduce kuwe uGabeni.
Ibisiphelile yonke uma uqala introduction beyenziwe emini nakhona mayebuya ubuyile wahamba akubeke nje ukuthi wawukhohlwa ukhiye mabehamba uma ngakutshela nje
That introduction had taken place in the day already, and then there was stage that he went away and then came back. And let me put it clearly, he forgot the key to Waukotu key.
ngokubuka kwami ngoba bamfonela
Supposed to have given me the key. You were supposed to have given it to Gwabeni.
maybe let me ask the question the other way around. When Gwabeni introduced accused number 4 to you, where was accused number 4 in Gwabeni?
Ngenkathi uGwabeni ke introduce ummangalelo wesine kuwena. Babe kuphi? Sengisho ukuthi ke uGwabeni naye ummangalelo wesine.
sase hostel
We were at the hostel.
Where exactly at the hostel?
Kuphi kahle kahle ehostel. Kuyiphi indawo ngaphakathi ehostel okanye ehostel.
ngaphakathi yonke introduction yayenzelwe ngaphakathi la open space. Umuntu engangamazi mayefikile lapho ngangimbona lapho sasidibana naye lapho.
Now, I think inside of the hostel, in an open space, whoever that had come there, which I didn't know, they were also there in that open space in the hostel.
Did that introduction took place at the time when you arrived, or it took place later?
Leyo introduction yenzeka nini ngenkathi ufika okanye emva kwesikhathi usufikile?
Babunquma la ngeke ngithi lo bam introduce maybe ngo4 noma ngo5 noma ngo1.
Babungumalo, I cannot say that this one in particular was introduced at 4 and that one at 5 or at 1 o'clock.
At the bedroom, that is the bedroom of Kwabeni where you had kept your bag, was that bedroom locked?
Bedroom ka Kwabeni la uye wabeka ibhegi yakho khona iyayivale okanye yayikhiyiwe.
Yayikhiwa uye umnikazi wayo.
Yes, it was locked. It was locked by the owner of that bedroom.
You also mentioned that in your evidence in chief that there was a meeting in the bedroom. Who was there in the bedroom?
Utheke kwakhona ke umhlangano wakhona khona lapho kulelo gumbi lokulala. Kwakhona bani nobani ngakulelo gumbi lokulala.
Uma befika kwafika accused number 1, number 2, number 3. Sathi ngisakhuluma.
Upon arrival, it was accused number 1, 2 and 3 that had arrived.
Kwabe sekufika emva kalokho ngisakhuluma ngoba ngiyakhumbula ukuthi ngesikhathi ngikhuluma kwangena accused number 5
And others company, they then arrived.
You told this court that you were asked to leave.
Watshela inkantolo ukuthi nacelwa okanye wacela ukuthi nihambe.
Yebo.
That is correct.
How long did the meeting last, approximately?
Leyo
Can you
meeting
estimate?
yathatha isikhathi esingakanani mhlawumbe uma ubekisa?
Ngeke ngize ngikwazi ukuqala isikhathi kodwa ngeke ithatha isikhathi eside ngoba babe baphuma.
I cannot estimate the time because they then walked out. There was a stage where they would just walk out.
At the time when there was a meeting in the bedroom, was the door closed or open?
Ngenkathi kune meeting
The
kuleyo
door of the
bedroom,
bedroom.
ngabe isicabha salelo gumbi sasivaliwe noma sasivuliwe?
Ngeke ngiqinisekise ngoba ngaphuma ebedroom ukuthi basilokhile umnyango noma bawuvalile abangawulokha ngeke ngikwazi ngoba ngangaboni okwenzeke emuva.
I cannot confirm that because I had already exited that bedroom. Whether the bedroom door was closed or locked or it was just closed without locking, that I cannot confirm because I had already left.
So you exited the house completely,
Waphuma endlini yonke kusho
or you remained in the kitchen?
Ngaphuma
Okanye wahlala,
ebedroom
waphuma
ngangena ngaya main hall.
I exited the bedroom and went to the main hall.
You stood at the main door,
Main hall.
or main hall.
Exited the bedroom and then went to the main hall.
So you cannot say whether the bedroom door was closed or it was open.
Ushuthi ke awukwazi ukusho ukuthi lo mnyango ke okanye leso sicabha sasivaliwe okanye sasivuliwe.
Ngeke ngikwazi ukukhulumela ukuthi bayasilokha kodwa ngiyakhumbula ukuthi mangiphuma uma afika wayiyongena yena.
I cannot confirm whether the door was locked. Ubani Mafika?
Case number 2.
Mafika, that is what I remember. Mafika came in and then walked into that bedroom. And I'm referring to accused number 2.
Could you hear what they were talking about?
Ubukwazi ukuzwa ukuthi babekhuluma ngani?
Njengoba babecele uxolo ngeke ngikwazi ukuthi bakhuluma ngani.
As they had apologized, I cannot tell what, I couldn't hear what they were talking about.
I mean, from where you were standing, could you hear what they were talking about? Or you could not?
Ubukwazi ukuzwa ukuthi bebekhuluma ngani?
Ngangafuni ukuzwa ukuthi bakhuluma ngani, ngangamanga eminyango ngalaleli ukuthi bakhuluma ngani. Babengicelile ukuthi ngiphume ngabe sengenze njalo.
I did not want to hear what they were talking about because they have asked me to leave and I did so. So I didn't go to the door to go and eavesdrop to hear what they were talking about.
Did you see any cell phone there before you exited the bedroom?
Ngabe khona i-cell phone ethi zoke wayibona ngoba uphume kuleyo bedroom?
Ngiyibona kuphi phansi mhlambe?
Where about, perhaps on the floor or where?
No, in the bedroom, did you see any cell
Nje
phone?
ngakuleyo bedroom. Ngabe khona i-cell phone owayibona?
Hayi anginalwazi le-cellphone.
I don't have any knowledge of the cell phone.
Do you know whether in the bedroom, if any of the accused were in possession of cell phones?
Ngabe uyakwazi lokho ukuthi khona lapha ngakule bedroom omnye abamangalelo kanye wayekhona umuntu kulabo mangalelo ayephethe i-cell phone kuyena?
Ngeke ngibe nolwazi lwakho ngibaseshanga.
I wouldn't have a knowledge to that effect because I didn't search them.
I'm instructed by the accused that he was not at the hostel on the 26th of October 2014.
Mangalelo usho njalo ke. Mangalelo wesine ukuthi yena bekengekho ehostel nge-26 ka-October 2014.
Mina kodwa ngambona wanginikeza futhi ukhiye wemoto.
I personally saw him. Further, he gave me the key to the vehicle.
I'm further instructed by the accused that at no stage on the 24th of October 2014 at the hostel, that is Foster's hostel, entered the bedroom of Gwabeni in the company of accused number 5.
Uthi ke asikho isikhathi noma isigaba
On the 26th of October 2014 in the company of
October
accused number 5.
2014 ehamba naye ummangalelwa wesihlanu usho njalo ke ummangalelwa wesine.
Amanga naye wayekhona ngoba nakho akwazi ukunginikeza ukhiye.
That's a lie. He was there because there he was able to give me the keys.
I'm further instructed by accused number 4, Mr. Mapisa, that at no stage on the 26th of October 2014, he was in the company of accused number 1, 2, 3, and 5 at Foster's hostel. It is a lie.
Asikho ke isikhathi nge-26 ka-October 2014 la wayithola khona ke sehamba nommangalelo wokuqala wesibili wesithathu nowesihlanu khona lapha ne-Foslo.
Uma ukuthi uthi amanga lawo ngizwe kwesinye isithombe athi ungikhombisa sona ungitshengisa ukuthi uye lapha nge-26 eno accused number 3 angazi ukuthi
If he says that that is a lie, there is a photograph that you referred me to, and that photograph has to do with the 26th of October 2014, where accused number 4 together with accused number 3 are depicted in that picture, and that picture I'm talking about is 47.
I was referring to the hostel. It denies being in the company of accused number 3. In fact, accused number 1, 2, 3, and 5. At Foster's hostel, where you say you met them.
Uyaphika lokho ke ukuthi uke wayithola ke enommangalelo wokuqala wesibini wesithathu nowesihlanu khona lapha na e-hostel lokho uyaphika nge-26 October.
the hostel ayistradini.
At the hostel, not at the street.
At the hostel.
E-hostel.
Ehostel awafika wanginikeza ukhiye mina mayiqeda ungena bahamba emva kokuphela kwe-event bahamba ngephutha wahamba nalo ukhiye ngoba kwazi wafonela uzabuya azowuletha.
At the hostel, he gave me the key. Personally gave me the key. After the event, they left. They left because he was then later on phone called because it appeared that he had left with a key. And then they came back and brought the key.
I just want to go to your statement this of May 2023. There's a paragraph that is of interest. May the court bear with me, my lord. I'm just going through this paragraph. Yes. My lord, it is on page, paragraph 7 of your statement, the statement that you made on the 31st of May 2023 at 1300 hours, reads as follows, and I quote, "After a few minutes, Mthokoziseni Mapisa came and gave me back the vehicle key. He apologized and left. I still do not know when, how, and why was my key taken out of my bag. I left with Muzi, Mthogo, and the other guy I do not know."
Uyakubona lokho ke
Ngibona
paragraph
kahle.
7
Yeah.
ethi ngizoyifundela abo accused ukuba bakwazi ukuzwa ukuthi emva kwemizuzu embalwa Mthokoziseni Mapisa wase ke uyeza wanginikeza ke ikey wayiphinisela kimi futhi wase ke uyaxolisa emva kwalokho ke wase uyahamba. Angazi ke ukuthi lokho kwenze kanini noma kanjani nokuthi sizathu kwaba yisiphi sokuthi ke kuthathwe ke ikey zami zikhishwe khona laphana ebhekini. Emva kwalokho ke ngahamba nomuzi nomthoko nalo omunye umlisa engamazi. Uyakubona lokho?
Yebo.
Yes, I can see that.
I dropped off Muzi along the road just outside Gwabeni's place, and not far from where I dropped off Muzi, the other guy alighted. I dropped off Mthogo at Engine fuel station, Modern Fontaine. I then went home. Close quotation.
Ngase ngihlisa loyana ke umuzi khona laphana endleleni okanye emgaqweni ngaphandle nje komuzi okanye endaweni la hlala khona ke uGwabeni. Kwakungekude ke ukuqhamuka nala ke ngehlise khona umuzi khona ngase ngehlisa naloya ke omunye umlisa okanye loya umlisa ke wase naye ke uyaphuma emotweni. Ngehlisa ke umthoko khona laphana Engine fuel station ese Modern Fontaine. Emva kwalokho ke ngase ngiyahamba ngekhaya.
The Mthokoziseni Mapisa that you referred to in paragraph 7, is it accused number 4 before court?
Umthokoziseni Mapisa okhuluma ngaye lana ku paragraph 7 ngabe umangalo wesine khona la enkantolo.
Yebo.
Yes.
Was that the name that he was introduced to you by Gwaben?
Ngabe ilona gama ke owamthola kuwena uGwabeni
Igama engilaziyo shothi ngilithathe kuye, ngalizwa kuye.
owalizwa kubani uGwabeni. This is the name that I took from Gwabeni. Yes.
Just to refresh on this, you said you did not know accused number 4 before the 26th of October 2014. It was the first time that you met him when he was introduced to you by Gwaben.
Uthi ke ubungamazi umangalelwa wesine phambi kwe-26 ka October 2014 waqala ukumazi ngenkathi ke uGwabeni kuba uyena ke ozomthula kuwena.
Ngimazi kahle ngalelo lelanga nge-26 ngoba bese ngikhulile.
Yes, I knew him clearly on the 26th of October. That is on that day, yes.
When accused number 4 returned the keys to you, did he tell you where he got the keys from? The car keys from?
Akangitshelanga.
Ese ebuyisa ke ikey kuwena wakutshela ukuthi wayithatha kuphi ke lezi key.
Akangitshelanga kodwa wafika kimi wabonga wase yahamba.
He did not wabonga.
Yebo, waphaphatha.
He did not really tell me where he got the keys from. He just came to me and just wapapata. Wenzani upapata ke put waxolisa.
Should nangifika ngiye something wayitshengisa ukubonga.
Your Lordship, I was just trying to understand papata, whether it was to apologize or to be grateful. But he just sort of snapped his hand like that.
Did you ask him where he got them from? These were not just ordinary keys. They were the keys belonging to the state vehicle. Did you ask him?
Kwangenasidinga ukuthi wayesebongile waxolisa.
There was no need. He apologized and also showed his gratefulness, or perhaps, he apologized.
Yes,
so there was no need.
Yes, I do understand that, but you have been looking for these keys. Some people were found to locate the keys. And all of a sudden, accused number 4 appears. He apologized for having taken the keys. Did you ask him where he had taken the car keys from?
Wambuza yini ukuthi lezi keys emoto wayithatha kuphi uyithole kuphi kwaphela ke kwase sekukhona nabantu uyithole kuphi lezi keys
Kwangenasidingo sokuthi ngibuze yena ngoba ayisengitshelile ukuthi uGwabeni bafonele ukuthi eze no key. Ngangeke mayifika ngoba ngangazi ukuthi beza nawo. Mayifika no key enginikeza. Kwakuclean ukuthi uthathile mhlawumbe lo key osebenzela usebenzise khona engenalwazi la khona. Kodwa ngoba ubuyisile wanika wona. Ngase ngihamba ngase ngitshelile vele uGwabeni ukuthi ngiyahamba ngifuna ukuhamba.
There was no need because Gwabeni had already called him to say that he should bring the keys. And he took the keys and he went wherever or used it wherever he wanted to use the key. But eventually he brought the key and I took the key and I said, now I have to go.
How did he arrive there on his return? Did he arrive on foot or he was traveling in a motor vehicle?
Wafika njani mase kafika ke bekehamba ngeenyawo ke ubehamba ngemoto.
Angifuni ukumsukela ngimcabangele ngoba ngangaphakathi ehostel angangekho ngaphandle. Ungena ehostel wangena nje ubingena ehostel endlini. So ukuthi ngayoyisuka kuphi ihambe ngemonto ngeke ngize ngimkhulumele kulokho anginalwazi ukuthi ayikuphi kodwa ngiyazi ukuthi ayiqhelile.
Well, I would not want to estimate on behalf as to whether he used a vehicle or he walked because I was inside of the hostel during the time of his arrival.
Is it also correct that you told this court that you also inspected the bag to check if the firearm, the state firearm, was there?
Ngabukeqiniseke ukuthi uye wasearcha ke le bag.
Isibhamu ngasithatha kuGwabeni wanginikeza ngaphakathi then angashosta kimi angisifaka ngebhegini.
I am not confused about that. I said that the firearm, I took it from Gwabeni, he gave it to me, and then I holstered in my possession.
The vehicle keys remain in the bag.
Keys emoto izona ke ezasala ngasebhegini.
Ngangazi ukuthi isebhegini.
Ubungazi.
Bengazi ukuthi isebhegini.
Uwazi lo. I knew that they were inside of the bag.
Where was this bag?
Ibekuphi le bag?
Ibiserumini likaGwabeni.
It was inside of Gwabeni's room.
I'm instructed by accused number 4, Mr. Mapisa, that he's going to deny your evidence, this piece of evidence, that later he returned to you, to where you were, at First Laura's hostel, and apologized for having left with the keys. He was not there at all on the 26th of October 2014.
Uthi uzophika ke ilokho angitshela khona ke ubaba Mapisa uthi ngitshela ukuthi uzophika lokho ukuthi yena ke waphinde khona lapha na ehostel wazokunikeza ikey uthi yena waphinde ke waxolisa uma efika kuwe eseletha ikey uthi yena bekengekho lapha ehostel nge-26 October 2014.
Wayekhona.
He was there.
The person that you make reference to as Mtogo, is it in that paragraph? That is paragraph 7 of your statement. Is that the brother you referred to as the brother of accused number 4?
Ngabe lo muntu okhuluma ngaye lana othi umthoko oqhamuka ovelela khona la kule paragraph 7 uyena lo mthoko othi umfokabo umangalelwa wesini.
Uye bengikhuluma ngaye ngizwe ngayo ukuthi akusiyena umfowabo kaMangalelwa.
That is the very person that I was referring to. I heard it from him that he is not from Ban.
Yena ubaba advocate.
Or I actually heard it from you that he wasn't the brother to accused number 4. But that is the person that I was referring to.
My Lord, for purposes of my cross-examination, I wish also to go through the statement at length. That is the statement of this witness.
Yeah.
I see it is 3 in the afternoon. We are only left with 5 minutes. I'll request that the matter be rolled over until tomorrow for further cross-examination. Thank you.
Mr. Mapisa, Baloi.
There was a photo referred to by Council for Accused number 3, which is on page 91, depicting the red vehicle. Just before we adjourn, can we also hand it up as part of Exhibit S?
Okay, we put to adjourn until tomorrow 10.
Lokho kwakho lokho. Sasa masibuya. Remember it.